Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at the MPC trigger from Velocity Trigger. So if you guys follow me on Instagram at all, you know that I really like these triggers. I've been running them for quite a while. I actually just picked up 3 more. One went on my 224 Valkyrie build, the other one went on the Cerberus build, and the other one is kind of waiting for either a new build or I'll put it on one of the old ones. But you can do multiple different colors, multiple different textures. You can do different poundage. This one's a 4-pound. The only one I have is a 3-pound is in the precision gun. So those are the 2 that you can choose from, 4 and 3. And then you have couple different colors. I've got a red one, a black one, and a tan one. And then you have the straight, which is this one. You have the curved, and then you have the straight with the curved at the end. And then there's a couple different textures you can go from as well. This one's got the textured trigger, and then a couple other ones have the smooth. So there's a lot of different options with these, which is nice. So depending on the build that you want to go with, you can kind of customize it a little bit, and not a lot of triggers can do that. So also what you can do is you can buy different trigger shoes and swap them out. So if you want to switch things up a little bit, or you change the color scheme of your gun like I did with this one, and you want to change it to a different color, you can. So that's kind of cool. I actually thought about putting a red one on here, but I thought it would kind of stick out too much. So I put the red one on the precision gun, which I'll show you guys here in a little bit. But the biggest thing that you're going to notice with this is that it looks pretty goofy. It's got a weird design to it, and we're going to go over in further detail downstairs here when we get a closer look. So here's a closer look of the trigger itself. So like I was saying, it's got a pretty funky design. Most triggers, they go straight down here, and when you pull your trigger, your finger is curled back quite a bit. You got to bring it back to get it back to that trigger. For this one, it's pushed out and then down. So what that does is it keeps your finger in a little bit more of a natural position. So it's not curled back so far, it's up here in that position. So that is what's up with the design, and that's why they did that way. It's actually a patent pending design, so I have not seen any triggers with this type of design yet. Pricing on these, you're looking at about $189. That's on Velocity Trigger's website. I found them as low as $172, and that's on Brownells. Plus, Brownells usually run some deals, either free shipping or some money off on a certain amount of money you spend. So I would definitely check out Brownells for one of these if you want to pick one up, but that's about as low as I found them. This kind of gives you an idea of the different styles and colors that you can get. So it's kind of cool. You can customize it depending on the theme of your build. So if you're doing an FDE build, you could throw this one on. But for the build that I'm doing right now, it's the 224 Valkyrie. I'm going to go ahead and put this red one on because I think it'll look sharp for more of a precision rifle. So we'll set that off to the side, and you want to take your trigger components here. Everything is enclosed and put in together, which is nice because you can just drop it in. So to install, you just want to paste that into the location where your trigger components normally would go. And then there's a little spot here that you can screw this guy in. This all will come together. This will be screwed in there. You unhook this, pull this stuff apart, and then you'll have that. So the best way to do this is to remove your trigger guard, because with the trigger guard, it makes it a little more difficult, and you're going to have to use this tiny end, and it's going to take a ton of time just to get it screwed in. So it's much easier to take the trigger guard off. So then you're going to take the trigger shoe that you choose, put it there, and then you're going to take the screw and screw it in, and then just install it that way, put your trigger guard back on, and you'll be good to go. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Now that you have that installed, you want to go ahead and tighten the set screws, which are going to be right down there where this Allen wrench is. These 2 are tightened, and you just basically want to tighten them enough to where your trigger and hammer pin do not slide out. These ones do not, so this one's set to go. So then we'll do some safety function tests and make sure it works properly before we install the grip, safety, and trigger guard back on. Here it is on the Cerberus build. I just want to give you a quick look and different color pattern. This one's all black instead of being Cerakoted, so that gives you kind of an idea of what that looks like. So if this is something you guys are interested in, make sure you guys go check out Velocity Triggers. They actually have some other triggers that they make. They have some more traditional style as well. So if you don't like this funky style, you can get a traditional one as well. They also have some other products there on their page too. So make sure you check them out. If you guys want to help support the page, make sure you guys subscribe here and check us out and follow us on Instagram and Facebook as well. And we really appreciate that. Also, like, comment, and share. Thank you guys.